You will be signing an affidavit with me today, promising me you're not going to drive. This is a legal document that you're going to swear to me. If you violate this, I can have a hearing. If you prove it to me that you're driving, I can have a hearing to hold you in contempt and hit you with up to 6 months in jail every single time. Do you understand? So if you drive 5 times, I can have 5 different hearings. Do you understand? Yes or no? Do not drive. If you want to, go get your license, get insurance, come back to me, and I will so happily take this off, but just don't until you do that. It's not hard. You understand? Bless you. Did you want to apply for an appointed lawyer? You know, I had someone send me an email not too long ago where they were in an accident and created $50,000 worth of worth of damage to another person. And they didn't know what to do because they ended up just getting sued. Person filed a lawsuit against them, is coming after them. They're, what do I do? What do I do? This is solved by having car insurance when you're in an accident. That's why we have insurance. So it's not a joke. You look at me like but I'm being serious. I'm trying to help you. Don't, right. Do it the right way. Great things will happen for you. I'm going to give you a lawyer. The lawyer can try to help you out with what you need to do to get your license back. But there's no excuse. If you get into a car, I'm going to lose it. Do you understand? Okay, come on.
So that was a no driving affidavit?
Yeah.
That's it?
No, we'll do bond conditions as well. Do you mind following that? No driving without license and insurance.
Yes.
Can you take it out so I don't sign it again?
Yeah, I'll put it in. Insurance or I'll send it to Griffith. It should be ready for activities.
I don't see it. I'm gonna need your help on this.
It's in your, you're ready for judge.
Got it. He's on probation. He's on probation for DWI. He's just picked up a new case. Can you mind looking into that to see?
Yes.
Has anything been filed?
Okay.
You are Victor Sanchez.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Sanchez, you're charged with driving on a suspended license. You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On January 11th, 2025, the officer was dispatched to a disturbance at a residence in Harris County, Texas. The officer made contact with the defendant, who was upset due to being in a motor vehicle crash. The defendant stated he did not have a license or insurance and that his insurance was suspended. The officer identified the defendant through NCIC and found the driver's license suspended.
So they didn't catch him driving?
No, he made the statement that he was involved in a crash and that he further admitted he didn't have a license or insurance after, and he said.
I don't know. I mean, what happened? Did an officer really just go to his house and just start questioning him?
So he was originally dispatched to a disturbance and then he did initially just start questioning him. And that's when the defendant was upset and stated it was due to being in a vehicle crash. So the officer wrote that, and the conclusion is that he was driving based on that statement, that he was involved in a crash.
Take a seat for me in the jury box. Can you reach out to the MAC on him, please? I'm not ready to make a decision on that yet.
Judge, counsel is approaching on page 16 and 17. Worthy, come on up.
Morning, Will.
How are you?
Yeah. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, Judge.
Manuel Worthy, you were charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You were facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On January 8th, 2025, the officer responded to a DPS agent who stated he was following the defendant's vehicle and needed assistance on a traffic stop after the DPS agent was conducting surveillance on an unrelated case. The DPS agent provided a description of the defendant's vehicle, and the officer observed the defendant's vehicle failing to a signal lane change, along with the vehicle's third brake light being out. A traffic stop was conducted, and the officer made contact with the defendant. The officer observed a strong odor of marijuana, and the defendant was asked to step out of the vehicle, and the defendant stated there was nothing illegal inside the vehicle. The officer located a cigar filled with a green leafy substance known to be marijuana based on training experience with a weight of 0.09 grams or 0.032 ounces. A PC search of the vehicle was conducted, and the officer located a unholstered black handgun inside a backpack in the back seat.
If I may, Your Honor, briefly.
Sure.
Bit unusual. I think the DPS officer, he calls, needs help with the traffic stop. He doesn't state any traffic violations or any
He
reason.
does though. Sure he does.
The DPS officer that dispatches says, hey, I'm doing surveillance on this case, on another case. I need help with a traffic stop. He doesn't tell him any traffic violations at all.
And that is true, Your Honor. The officer said he needed assistance, and the officer that was called for assistance is the one who observed the vehicle fail to signal.
So the person that came,
The person that came in response to the DPS agent calling in assistance.
We just don't know why he needs an assist with the traffic stop at all. He says, hey, come basically pull
because
this.
he's doing something else, I'm assuming, right? Isn't that, he's investigating someone else?
Yeah, but I don't understand why he's telling another officer to pull this guy over. He doesn't give him a reason to do so. And we have videos available on this and I've watched them.
Even so, the officer that pulls him over still sees violations though, right? If he had not seen violations, I may have an issue.
Right.
But nevertheless, he still sees issues. I mean,
I understand that, Judge. My issue, and this may not be a thing for PC, I've watched the videos. There's no failure to signal a lane change, and you only need 2 brake lights in Texas. I don't know what this third brake light thing is. We can have a suppression hearing later on it. I just want to bring it to the court's attention at the PC determination. I mean, he says, hey, pull this guy.
you're telling me that there's no PC, and one of the issues is because he really does signal a lane change. I'm ready to see it. If you have it, I'm ready to see it. You know, I mean, there's no sense in delaying the inevitable. If there's no probable cause, there's no probable cause. I mean, let's tee it up. I mean, it's only 10 o'clock, right? So
Here's a moment. to
of
review.
course,
Yes, Judge.
absolutely. But understand, let me finish PC with
Understand.
everyone, give Alex a moment to also look so he can be prepared.
Gotcha.
We'll come back, we'll take a look. In the meantime, show me the provision that says you only need 2 red lights as well.
Okay.
Show me the money and then we'll do it.
Yeah, Judge.
Happy,
Thank you.
you know,
All right, cool.
take a seat for me in the jury box. You're on probation. You've now, no.
He was.
Did they file a motion or no?
They filed a motion. He was taken in last night. He
Let's
bonded out.
let's do probable cause and then we'll do it.
Okay, thanks, Judge.
Judge, next is stage 12, Sarmento.
Do you speak English, sir? Do you speak English? We need a Spanish translation.